All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Megalobox, episode 10. Whew.
They're going to Megalonia.
They're going to Megalonia, but Fujimaki has other plans.
Yeah, or at least he's wanting to make sure they haven't forgotten about him.
Yes,
where they came from.
So, our initial thought was that he's going to have them throw a fight.
Right, because that's what the plan was. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's like... I don't think that's something that they've overtly said.
No, they have. It was just at the beginning, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was the whole reason he sponsored them.
Right. So with doing that, that's something where they could make a ton of money.
Yep. Absolutely.
Obviously, they're going to be making a cut from Fujimaki. So Fujimaki's the one who's going to be really making out like a bandit.
Right. Yeah.
Now the thing is that we discussed in the recent episode that there's a lot of ways this can go. This doesn't necessarily have to be a boxing kind of episode. It could be a kind of thing where Fujimaki realizes that they might not be willing to work with them as much.
Well,
or Pop's Coach Nanbu might just go around Joe's back and sabotage the fight before it even begins.
Slip something into his water or whatever. Yeah.
Because he knows Joe won't go along with it.
Right.
And it's better to kind of let Joe thinking that he had a chance and then kind of go down easily. But I feel like the kids are the ones that are going to come in clutch here.
Well, I'm still holding out for tactical power tool wielding kids. But, who knows whether that's actually
Or at the
happen.
very least, just Sachio being attentive and noticing something.
Sure, yeah.
That'd be pretty legit. But yeah, it's an exciting episode, guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ooh, a blood moon.
Yes.
Fire Nation better watch out. I mean...
Water Tribe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Dang. You're gonna bring this up right now? Jeez. Oh. Yeah. Oh, they're just gonna go straight into it. Wow.
Okay.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Ow!
The slow walk.
Mm-hmm. We call that the stock.
Mm-hmm. And the way, the foot's, bend the actual metal sign,
This is a heavy dog.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like too mean to be like a regular dog, you know?
Well, it's a junk dog.
But, it's a killer junk dog.
Yeah.
It's baring its teeth constantly, you know?
Right. It's survived this long just by
some mutant radiation immune dog, you know?
Yeah. Some sort of mutant crazy dog.
I love that look.
Yeah.
Oh, we're flashing back.
Yeah, bringing this back up.
3 months ago. Oh. That's true. We don't know exactly what went down in the conversation.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's motivation right there. The way the music just cut out all of a sudden.
Yep. Oh.
That old story.
Yep. Yep. The scorpion and the turtle.
But it still stings it.
Yep. Yep.
It's that Fujimaki doesn't believe in you.
Yeah.
There's always next year.
Right? Yep. Whoa!
Saw that coming.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That's true.
If we
The way
die
he steps.
trying.
Well,
Wow.
he gets on the bike.
Yep. Yep. Oh.
Say it isn't so, Joe.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. Weren't we? Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Freaking called it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course it would start raining right about now.
Uh-huh. Very fitting.
But the night is darkest right before the dawn. So let's see what the next step's gonna be.
Wow, riding with his eyes closed while it's raining.
Whoa.
Okay.
They'll probably do the other match first. To kind of give time. Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
That's the best English-speaking voice
Yeah.
I've heard in a sub for an anime.
That was fantastic. That was really surprising and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I love the music here.
Yep. Oh. Shoot.
Oh.
Oh. At Shirato. Wow. Gotcha. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, jeez.
Corporate murder, maybe?
No, he might have killed himself. Oh, he was. Well, that...
I mean, it could be
It could be both, yeah.
Whew.
I love Sachio. Sachio is so great.
Yeah.
Oh, Posh and Pomp.
Yeah.
And then maybe Joe comes in a bike. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Wait.
Holy crap, Nambu. Jeez.
Wow. And that's a knife. He's not going to be able to do much with that.
No, he could.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Nambu is doing this kind of to show him the silliness of, or the pettiness of this, you know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Whoa. That's cool. If she does this. Nice, nice. Nice.
All right.
Wow. Jeez, everything just fell apart right there. Like, it's what he has to do, because Joe will probably have enough security around him to kind of keep the fight, you know, going.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So, like, once he's in Megalonia, he's in.
Right, the question is after.
After. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this music
Yeah.
is so intense. Oh my god, just gets your blood going.
Okay.
Oh, they are hotter than ever, that's for sure.
This is pretty great.
Right, because the whole thing with the military and the gear applications. Oh. Wow. And there's so many layers to a corporation that big. She had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, so are we actually seeing Yuri face someone else?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, okay, that'll be really cool because then we'll be able to see him actually fight somebody that isn't Joe. That can be a good way to build him up.
The spider.
Wow.
Pepe Iglesias.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
That's pretty legit, yes. Lithe, fast,
Yeah.
and confident. Oh. King of Kings. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right.
This is like we're actually watching it, on TV.
Yeah.
Even though this is... Wow. Yuri!
Megalo Box knows how to hype us up for a fight.
Oh, yeah. And this isn't even with our favorite character here.
Yeah. One of the characters is a character we've never seen before. Like,
Yep.
wow.
To be an obligation.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Dang.
Okay, dealt
I
with
like
can
her.
mean many things.
I know. I think she's meaning fired, though. Like,
yeah.
just extricated, removed from the company. Oh, Nanbu. He's just gonna get drunk and, yeah. Wow. Wow. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. I like how they're making the movements like much faster than they were in like the previous fights.
Just a bunch of blows being traded without really any real hits being given. This is the classic music right here. Wow. With the sweat and the sparks and everything just going through. Ooh. I think his shoulder took that hit there.
Oh.
He closed the gap. Oh, that's a knockout punch. Oh, the temple.
It wasn't just the uppercut. That is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. Oh.
Wow, there it goes. Okay.
Jeez. You have to be the genuine article, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh. A doggy. More specifically, like a wolf or coyote or something. Oh. Yuri's pup. Are they gonna have a conversation? Cool.
Yeah.
He recognizes a fellow dog when he sees one.
Yep, yep.
Everyone's equal.
Except some people are slightly more equal than others because you're still standing in there on the ground.
Why don't you use gear? Oh.
Right. Betting your life.
Wow. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
For her, a dream.
Not necessarily his dream.
Oh, right. Yeah, her dream.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Nambu, no. Oh, Team Nowhere. Broken and falling apart.
Yeah.
So is he bluffing? Trying to make him think that it's actually going to work?
And now they're going to tell it in full just in case anyone hasn't heard it.
Yep, yep. Oh, was it a frog? Oh, okay, yeah, it was a frog. Oh, wait a minute. They're bringing
Who's
this
the frog
up.
and who's the scorpion?
Right. But they're bringing this up in a way with kind of Shirato and Yuri's whole connection there. That we just kind of realized that the scorpion, Yuri, could never swim. He could never come this far. It's in his nature. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're back out here. Right.
That is the question, isn't it? And he's not driving towards the cliff.
Wow. Not dead yet.
Okay. All right.
Things aren't so cut and dry. Like we've got the whole setup with Fujimaki being mostly communicated to Coach Nambu and stuff, but I think he's trying to make him think that Joe understands the situation.
Right.
Or did you get that vibe?
Yeah.
okay, because then how's the fight gonna go? Because once either one wins or loses, it's about the next fight. And
right. What it seems to be, because, okay, the fact that Nanbu sent Sachio to Shirato,
yes,
that basically means he's preparing for Joe to not throw the fight, and
right.
he's wanting to do damage control.
I think I think he wants to take this all on himself. He wants to bear the burden.
And that's what would seriously suck.
That would really suck. Like, that would be a really horrible kind of twist of things if Joe ends out of this all right, but it's really just Nanbu that dies, you know?
And here's the thing. Nanbu used to be a soldier.
Yeah.
He could just go with the gun, you know, and just shoot Fujimaki and be like, all right, and he knows he's going to die, but he was going to die anyway.
Oh, no.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
So Yuri laid that guy out.
Yeah. Pepe Iglesias down. I mean,
for the count.
It's not like we didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
Our predictions are pretty much on point as of now because this is a story where it's going to be Yuri and Gearless Joe or Joe at the end.
They said that from like the very first episode.
Beginning.
Yeah.
But as to what happens along the way, what happens afterwards, it's anyone's game at that point. So Pops has secured safety for Sachio. And bless him for that. Because he didn't have to do that, but that's the right thing to do. And also he has a way with words. So he knows what to say in order to make people kind of work with him in this. And Shirato, I liked her character a lot before this, but now I really like her character.
Yeah, the whole thing of, you know, making sure all the people associated with it are dealt with, you know.
Because she has a good heart. She is a good person for the most part.
Right, yeah. The idea that...
Like what happens underneath her umbrella, she wants to make sure that she handles it or it reflects well on her.
Exactly.
That might be egocentric, but but I would say most CEOs I would prefer to be like her for the most part.
Yeah, and while she can be pretty cutthroat.
Like you need
totally
to be
cutthroat. Yeah, you need to be. But she's not a complete asshole about it.
No, not at all.
But the fact that Nanbu sent Sachio to Shirato. That's damage control movements right there. That's setting up for something.
He's preparing to basically have everything go wrong.
Right. And the fact that he told Fujimaki that everything's, you know, all going
everything's
good.
peachy. I'm just drinking in celebration.
That
we could be seeing the end of Pops very soon.
The only reason why I'm not as worried about it, but they could still do this, is that he hasn't basically made up with Joe yet. Now, this could be, if he does something that, like, I think could happen, which is he kills Fujimaki because he was a soldier and he ends up dying, like, because of that. That could be a way to kind of, you know, make up to Joe because he's like, yeah, I believe in you, go do it, you know. There's no pressure now.
And then he takes every bit of money that he has left and he bets on Joe. And he's put all this money in Joe's name. Or like Sachio's name or something.
Right.
Like that kind of thing would be really cool. Basically, a lot of my predictions now I feel like just went askew in the way of Joe's kind of fate after all this, because I've been predicting for a while that Joe's going to die. But now I'm wondering if this show could handle Nanbu and Joe dying. So I don't know. Like, how is Nanbu going to get out of this? Like,
I don't think he's planning on it.
I don't know if he can. You know what I would love? Here's what I'd love. I want your theory about tactical Yuri being brought in, and basically we have a situation where Joe and Pops make up, and it's like, I gotta go. And he basically is like, you know, things are going to be bad. Yuri doesn't have a fight to do. This Burroughs guy and Joe, they have their fight. And then meanwhile, Yuri goes to save Nanbu.
And potentially Joe, too, because Fujimaki could grab Joe as well. And then they're like, oh, Joe's, you know, disappeared or something. You know, who knows? But that would be a way to give Yuri even more motivation to save them.
I don't think he would do that until the fight is over. because as far as Fujimaki's concerned, he thinks the fight's going to go well.
Right, yeah,
so
exactly.
what it could be is that he's holding Nanbu hostage as like, all right, let's make sure everything goes well.
Oh, I would think they'd need to have Nanbu there for the fight, just because he's his coach and everything, and they,
You think so?
Yeah, and at the very least, it's, because, okay, I want you to tell him to go down at this exact moment.
Well, I think the reason why he wouldn't be there is because Joe said he's done with him. It'd be one of those kind of things where Joe is like, no, gotcha. You're not allowed. Like, you're not coming back into this area. You use me.
That's possible.
And I think that is a very valid way to do this, because Nanbu did betray his trust by not telling him about this. Even if he told him early on, it would at least be better than where they're at right now. Because by Pop's not saying anything, all Joe has to do is then have all those 5 fights basically be, all right, we have to keep our plan ready. We have to come up with the plan in time.
Right.
And basically that would reinforce the fact that they're a team. But by Nanbu doing that, he's basically saying, no, we're not a team. I am the one who's steering the ship here, and you're just a passenger that I helped float on here. But you're the scorpion and I'm the frog, basically.
I mean, let's be real though. Okay. All of the characters could be the Scorpion.
Oh, they totally could. Yes, it interchangeably works for all of them.
Yuri, Nanbu, Joe, totally. Because Nanbu's being realistic. He's essentially being the parent that's like, okay, you might not like this, but we're going to do the safe thing because living is more important than fighting in a match.
Yeah, totally.
You can fight in Megalonia next year, right? Like that. Like I expected them to, like Nanbu to bring that up, but. They didn't have to. That's fine. But yeah.
Okay, so we had the kind of the conversation in the begining with Fujimaki, Joe, Sachio, and Pops.
Yep.
And it was really painful and awkward and kind of like just a thing that needed to happen.
Yeah.
But they went from that to the bit with the 4 contestants, Joe not being there in this case, kind of talking and pepping themselves up. And we had an English voice actor speaking in English.
An actual English voice. Their English was his native language. And
they spoke it in a Japanese sub with, I think, Japanese subtitles underneath
I believe so.
English there, but that's something I've never seen before, and it's not something revolutionary, I'm sure.
No.
But it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
and it's better than what they usually have for people who are Japanese speaking English, and then it comes out as being kind of an English kind of thing.
Like when I think of characters in anime speaking English or whatever in the sub. I think like Black Lagoon, right?
Yeah.
And that, let's just say, it's not the best.
It's not that good. No,
it's funny.
It's hilarious, but no, it's
it's
not that. It's not
can
that
break
good.
immersion a little bit.
But I just thought that was really good. I think also Pepe Iglesias was speaking Spanish as well.
I believe so. Yeah,
which is also pretty cool. It shows this is a very international event.
They did a great job of showcasing just how big Megalonia is, because since the show has been a short one, right? And it's just a one-course show, and there's only 4 people in Megalonia. It can come across as being like not the audience not really getting just how big a deal this is. But the fact that they did all of that stuff to make it really seem like, oh yeah, there are people from all over, and the music, spectacle, and the music, and everything that was the presentation for the fight between Yuri and Pepe. Even though we knew Pepe was going to lose.
Oh yeah.
That was
fantastic.
So good.
It was one of those bits where they hit us with the music and we're like, oh yeah, let's get into it. But then they did like these title card intros with like on brand like logos for the names and all this other stuff with pomp and flair.
All that stuff.
We're just like,
and the rotating overhead shots of the crowd, and all that. Like, all right. All right.
Fantastic.
This is good stuff.
And the fight didn't need to be long. I love that they gave us the fight because they didn't have to. They could have just had it off screen with like Joe character and he just hears that. In a stunning upset, Yuri defeats Pepe in round 2 with a...
Legend of Korra now?
No, it's just doing a dumb announcer voice. But the point is that they showed us the fight. They gave us some cool build-up for the actual fight that matters with Yuri and Joe.
And here's the other thing. The movements for the fight were very fluid, very fast. Like, even in some of Joe's other fights, it's very, like, sort of slow and then, like, okay, punch, 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 right? But it doesn't feel very intense from the visuals. Usually it's the music that makes it feel intense and the narrative and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they did that here, and granted it was the fight to build up Yuri, you know, just in case we forgot that he's
the best.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Since it wasn't with Joe or with a character that they'd really built up at all previously,
for sure,
they could have skimped, and they didn't, which means that the fights that we actually really do care about, namely just, well, Yuri versus Joe, is going to be even better, which sounds amazing.
Yeah, there's a really fine line that you have to walk between using a build-up fight as actual, like, screen time for the show,
and it just being kind of filler.
Where it's really, like...
It's like, all right, let's get on with it, yeah.
You know? So... The next thing that's really important, I think, for this episode, beyond just the Sachio bit, which was really cool, like, great on you, Nambu, for doing that. Shirato, good on you for also, like, taking him seriously and doing this, because, again...
And they cashed in the whole idea of the favor. Like, that was great.
That's true. That was very subtle. It wasn't something that was kind of expressed, but she kind of realized, oh, I do owe these people, specifically Joe in this case. But it was that conversation between Yuri and Joe at the near the overpass dock kind of river area or whatever. But there were a couple things I thought they were really subtle. Remember how in the opening we have the white wolf dog,
and they had it be like, it looked
that
a bit
represented
different.
Like Yuri,
right? And it looked different,
right?
You know.
This was the pup essentially of that dog, basically.
Sure,
I mean, it's not really, but
it's not pure white. It didn't have purple eyes, you know.
But this dog that came over to Joe, or this wolf or whatever, it wasn't Yuri, but it was connected to Yuri. What I thought was really interesting here was that Yuri, kind of, in a way, this dog is like an extension of him.
Sure. So representation.
He said this dog doesn't normally take kindly to strangers.
Right.
Yuri is kind of a solitary, single-minded person who doesn't really have his own agenda or dream. He's just there because
he took a quick liking to Joe.
He took a quick liking to Joe, but I think what we don't know is how much he likes Joe. And this scene was something to where if we had forgotten, maybe because of little other scenes where he was like, you need to be the genuine article, which means he basically treats Joe as the genuine article.
And I mean, how could he not? Like, he's gotten this far fighting without gear.
Like, but I think this scene means more than that, because Yuri asked legitimate questions to him. Questions like, why do you not use gear? And Joe kind of gave him like the
answer we all knew.
The answer we all knew, but he also touched on something about why he likes boxing at all. It's that not only does he do it without gear because it's something that gets him all fired up, because he has kind of this like do or die kind of like live life on the edge, thrill seeker, death wish kind of thing. There's this other part where he likes feeling the risk. Like he loves that feeling that like his life is in his fists.
Well,
like
and that kind of a thing, like, because again, we always knew that he was, you know, the daredevil, right?
Right.
But this was a lot more on the nose type stuff of your theory that Joe might die.
What I think though that it might be referring to is how much has Joe, just by being who he is, how much has he influenced Yuri? Like, how much has Yuri kind of been inspired and or just kind of like, wow, like, I have a lot of respect for this kid.
Well, and here's one of the other things that, like, I think about a lot when it comes to Yuri, because his standpoint is that he's not doing this because of his own will, right? He's doing it on behalf of someone else, and that can be fantastic and awesome, and I love it, right?
I think it's also it's a gratitude thing.
Oh yeah,
so he is doing it because he wants to,
right? Because he chooses to,
but he does want to do it. Yeah.
But he's doing it on behalf of someone else still. So,
right.
And the line he gave about, I never would have been able to do this, and someone believed in me, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
Awesome. But Yuri talked to Joe about, why do you fight without gear?
Right.
Now, Yuri's gear is integrated, so I don't think he could fight without gear even if he wanted to.
Well, I think that's the thing, is that he wishes that he could,
right?
But he's just looking at this situation and he's like, wow, maybe in another life, man, we could have done this. He looks up to Joe. He looks up to Joe, but I think he realizes more so how much he's going to crush Joe because he doesn't have gear, and that's going to hurt him. Because he's like, this is the thing. I really do think Joe could die at the end of this, and here's why I think it's going to be actually a really sad ending. It's not going to be because Sachio will cry or Pops will cry. It's going to be because Yuri is going to be like, it shouldn't have been this way.
Right.
Maybe it's going to come to a thing where Yuri is not going to want to end it. Like, I'm already feeling a little bit emotional just feeling this right here, is that he realizes how good this guy is, and he starts holding his punches back a little bit. And Joe gets pissed at him in the fight. And he's like, no, you fight me at everything. And Yuri's like, you don't want me to do this. And then he starts just beating the crap out of Joe.
Sure.
And Joe is about to die, and he holds back his punches as Joe like stumbles up to get up. And he's like, no, I won't.
There's so many things they could do there.
Like, I almost see the draw potentially happening. It's kind of cheesy. But the one where Yuri concedes intentionally.
The cool hand Luke thing.
Yes, the cool hand Luke thing. Thank you for so much. Exactly like that.
One of the one of the things that I constantly think about when I see the interaction between Yuri and Joe, and especially if it gets to something where Yuri is thinking, I'm going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Is that part from Princess Bride where Wesley beats Inigo, and Inigo's like, do it, kill me, right? And he's like, I would rather destroy a beautiful stained glass window than
an artist like yourself. However, since they can't have you following me around either. Poof!
Yeah, knocks him out, right?
Please understand, I hold you in the highest regard. Highest respect.
In the highest respect. And that's basically how I see it being for Yuri, especially because they're making it more and more apparent that he looks up to Joe. Yeah. So he is going to have to basically destroy his hero. Which that could be a great way really cool. to not only have there be an amazing really plot resolution to the story and give depth for Joe, but also give depth for Yuri. In the sort of stereotypical, predictable sense of in their final fight, that's when the opponent ends up getting developed. But that could be a way to do it and have it be really original, really fresh, and hit really hard.
Right. I'm sure that it's something that we could see in the development side of things. But what I'm more curious about than just the in-fight development, because I think it's definitely going to happen. It's almost like they've pushed it back so far it has to happen in the fight. Is what happens post-fight. Is this the kind of show where it's like, nope, there's no sequel. Bang. There's no sequel. Yeah. Yes. Is it a bang, ending and then just fade? Is it a, like, here's where they are now, like
10 years later,
Nambu has started up a gym, and Joe is like
training for the
training
next
with
Megalonia or whatever.
Or like Joe's dead, Sachio is training at Nambu's gym or something like that.
Sure, yeah, or they have all the people coming in, and there's like the memorial area or whatever for Joe,
or like Yuri is like the main focus of the ending or something like that. Like, there's so many ways it can go. And I think that the show is trying to remind us that there really is nothing original it can do in the boxing format.
Sure, like there might be some little things, but it's detailed.
It's very detailed, specific things.
Right, and that's fine.
But in the post-story stuff, it has its own characters, it has its own ways that it can resolve this. And those things are not, like, limited to a boxing narrative. Because when I think about this from the boxing narrative, you realize how little combinations of things there actually are for the fight's resolution.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yuri wins. Joe wins. Neither of them win. That's it. And then it's just ways that they do that. But I really think that it's conversations like this where we need to look at it and go, okay, if they want to have any depth, that means something like big in the grand scheme of things, it's being communicated in these little conversations for foreshadowing for a fight. And then the fight will have it be more expressed out, maybe through some flashbacks.
Battle is the purest form of expression.
Yes, the Achani way.
Yeah.
But I think this episode was a little bit, a little bit slower, a little bit more of a kind of a.
I mean, it was a more dramatic episode in the drama sense, not in the crazy things happening sense.
Right. I mean, the presentation of the Megalonia bit was fantastic.
Be like overstated.
Imagine what it's going to be like for when Yuri and Joe are in the Champions.
Oh, I know.
Now we're all taking a dump essentially on the Lion Burrows guy. What is it? The bloody lion. Come on, guys!
Because the whole conflict is about whether or not Joe's going to be serious, not about whether or not he can defeat him. Right. They could pull the ultimate double blind and be like, "Haha, he tries and he fails." But
this is not that story. So. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
Probably going to happen in the next episode with that fight.
Yeah, probably.
I'm really curious to see what the whole Fujimaki Pops Nanbu thing is going to be resolved as.
I have a big
We might have to brace ourselves for a character death.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not like...
Hopefully not more than one.
Hopefully not like actual soup, Like I want Nanbu to go out on his own terms.
So, that's why I hope he just brings like a sawed-off shotgun, It's just like, okay, or a pistol or whatever, and he's just like, okay, yeah, so...
You want to go down? Taking all of you with me. This thermal detonator will blow us all to bits.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, guys, well, if you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. We might not be having full lengths due to the copyright situation with these videos keep getting claimed. But yeah, if you give any kind of support, you can get on our Discord as well, where you can chat with us about stories, about anime in general, or what have you, or whatever. If that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.